Hello everyone and welcome back to All Quiet in the Trenches. This is part number 4 that we are playing. Last time out we had a bit of a weird one because we started off all very simple, very easy, and then by the end of it, it all got rather difficult as the winter set in. We've lost our first man, we've lost our first soldier, yeah, I don't really know how much longer we've got of this, but it has got somewhat harder now with balancing all the needs of the people. So let's jump ourselves back on in. I believe it was that load there. And of course we are now back on the front lines. Take the French trenches, a hurrah for the Kaiser. He says that a lot, doesn't he? So we've progressively taken quite a lot of the trenches on the line. We've had some successful attacks the last time we've done this. I don't know how far the trench line goes back, but clearly we've still got some work to do. We can't advance too far. Where can we advance that actually provides any level of cover? Low cover. Apparently that's moderate cover, but that's low cover. Danger from enemy soldiers. I don't want to go up too quickly. Ah, there is equipment here apparently. Let's go there then. Yeah, only a 5-man team now after Lurtz bit the bullet last time out. I want your soldiers to be the first in the target area. Maybe you just need a little incentive. First to arrive where? Right, framing searches. Everyone is also, it's worth noting, very low prestige. My God, we've got to make sure we please our superior in this one. Alright, what did you find, Fran? His heart is beating like crazy. Have some ammo, okay. Right, we're gonna have to yeah, we're gonna have to be a little bit risky here, because we need to be first into that trench to make sure that our lieutenant is happy with us. Who's whinging? Is it Linek? Oh, he's been hit. We're in grenade range if we go in there. Not really many places we can go. Yeah, we'll go in there. Just get inside the trench area. Means we stay safe. We must have lost him on the way. He's there. Why is he not with us? Fucking bellend. Okay. Right. This is a problem now because we're now right near the front lines. We are right near the front lines, and we have also got nowhere that really offers any good cover. That's extreme danger right there. That is not the place we want to go. If we go there, we are in grenade range. If we go over here, I think this might be the best play, you know. It's just so risky though, and we kind of need to do it because our prestige is so low. If we piss off the guy anymore, we're in trouble. What do we think? Jesus, this is going to be this is so risky. We're also under artillery barrage at the moment as well. I don't really know what to do. This seems so incredibly risky. We're going to do it. I could live to regret this. Of course, we're only a 4-man troop now as well, not a 5-man. Artillery is going in. Right. Right, we can throw a grenade at one of these guys. So Pedersen can get a grenade in there. So if we get into the trench in here, we've completed the objective. The rest of them, I want you to suppress fire, please, while we get a grenade in there. That was a grenade that came our way. pretty close, okay. He's hit again. We are now completely... Are we on their flanks? Or are we the one being flanked now? I've got a horrible feeling we're now the ones doing the flanking, but we need to put some suppression in. It won't let me... I feel like those guys are the more dangerous ones right now. Suppress them. I don't need them to push back. Somebody else got into the trench before. I mean, like, dude, I can't get in there. Look how many troops. I can't just throw my guys in there. They'll all die. Okay, well, we lost a bit of prestige, but as long as we complete this mission, right, I guess we should still be... We should still please him, I guess. So who got in there first, then? There's people up on that far left-hand flank that have got in there. And all the troops were on this right-hand side. This was an impossible task for me to get in here, unless I wrapped all the way around, but... I don't really know where to go from here, because these guys won't move. Until these guys move, I can't go forward here. If I go here, we're going to be flanked. At the same time we're flanking them, and we've got close quarters combat to worry about. If we go in there, and they've got more troops than I have as well. They've got 5 and we've only got 4. I feel like if we rally, take cover. We've got low cover right now, but if we can take some cover, maybe just recover ourselves a little bit here. And hope that our troops pushing in from the left-hand side can force them out a little bit. Oh, look! Fram has joined us. What's this guy doing here? We've been in a direct firefight with them. They've got 6 people. We've only got 5. Let's do some general suppression on them. We need them to move. We need that. We need our forces from the left to force these guys to push back a bit. He's been hit as well. People are taking shots here. Yeah, right. They've moved away. They've only got 2 of them people left. Yeah, look, they're going to wrap around and come in from that side. These are probably all the things that I should have probably done. Right, we're going to go there. Didn't really want him to go round that side of the cover, but... Okay, they've pushed back now, which is good news. Okay. What's up with you, Pedersen? He's been hit as well. Jesus Christ, everyone is taking pellets here. He's taking another hit. Who would we be in direct firefight with? Oh, there's a troop there, but there's only 2 of them, so I suspect that they will probably retreat if I go in. I want to go in there. I suspect those guys, yeah, they're more interested in that lot up there anyway. Right. You 2 fire at them. We could get a couple of prisoners. That could potentially be good news for us. Oh, we've got him back into low prestige. Okay, alright, we've recovered a little bit. We're going to stay here then. As they all run away now. You not move there. A couple of prisoners. 4 of them that have surrendered. Can't see the one. I'm assuming it's this guy who's... There's one more that's maybe dead on the floor. Has he just died? Is he still alive on this guy on the floor? We've got is it Panier? Panier Viemont Francfort, this guy. Is he dead? Right. Oh, on first aid. Okay, right. Fram, do some first aid. Escort. 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 Is there anyone among you, I can't remember, that's good at shooting? I mean, you should probably do one of them, shouldn't you? You're good at running. Pretty sure you're not great at shooting. Okay, let's do that. Escort those prisoners back. I have stopped his bleeding. Okay, right. Where's Fram? Fram, take him back. Look at all this. Look at all of this going on right now, and I can't give anybody covering fire. So I'm just going to have to hope that they make it. They are still retreating though, so we should be okay. 3 hurrahs for the Kaiser! Jesus Christ, somehow. We have got a lot of rest and recuperation to attend to when we go back to camp. I don't know what else we can really do, because we're going to get back there and we know what the cycle is going to be. Our lieutenant's going to give us a whole bunch of stuff that we can't deal with, and at least 2 of them, maybe 3 of them, have been wounded. Ah, officer, I'm glad I found you. I got separated from you in the field. It's been a chaotic couple of hours, but I'm back now. They're all going to say the same thing, aren't they? Because I made them go and return the prisoners. I hope that means that the prisoners actually did come back, and maybe we'll get a thumbs up for that. Resupply came in. Thank fuck for that. Okay. Double our rations. Okay. What does he want? Oh yeah, of course we've got our leave coming up, haven't we? Right, they want us on guard duty. Of course you do. What else? It's actually mental how much they give us. Right. Okay. Double rations added. Right. Where are we at with everybody? He's tired. I'm not surprised he's tired. Well, he's been to the front lines like 4 or 5 times. He's exhausted. He's exhausted. They're all going to be exhausted, aren't they? They're all exhausted, apart from Pedersen, who's just knackered. How do we... we've got 5 turns until home leave. I think we'll get home leave on this run. I don't think we'll go back to the front lines again before they get their home leave again, but... I literally can't. I can't spare you anything. I've got literally nothing to give you. Right. Pedersen. Nennet can do that. You can do that. You can do that. Fram can rest. I worry that at least one of our guys is going to collapse. I haven't got the light on here, by the way, today. So So you're seeing my light basically off the screen today. Monday, December 20th, 1915. For days now, Pedersen had been sitting next to his comrades every evening without a word and with a vacant stare. He neither joked with them nor did he take part in the usual evening entertainment such as playing cards. The tasks assigned to him were also carried out in a dull and listless manner. In an undisturbed moment, I sat down next to him and addressed him. "Is everything all right with you, Pedersen?" He looked up at me from his empty eyes, then replied, "I'm fine. It just all seems so pointless." "Your comrades need you," I replied. "Try to be strong for them." He continued to stare bleakly into the distance. "Thank you, Herrent Officer. But how I'm faring doesn't make the war any better for my comrades. This war is an atrocity, I tell you." We sat together in silence for a few more moments. Then Pedersen got up and went to bed without a word. In the following days he seemed unchanged. It seemed that my words had not been able to help him. Perhaps time would be able to achieve what I had not. It's actually like... I mean, this game does a pretty good job of showing you some of the mental side of war, especially World War One. It's crazy to think what the conditions these soldiers would have lived in. I mean, we're obviously going back to camp here. I'm 99% certain that they didn't really have stuff like this particularly. That you would go in and out of the front lines. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't think you did. I thought most of the time they would just be sat in the trenches. Maybe they did. Maybe they came back for a little while here and there. But either way, horrendous. Horrendous stuff. Private Dana reporting for duty, Herr Officer. Interesting. We've got a new person, Jean-Pierre Dana. That is not, I believe, the person that we had in the demo playthrough. Sorry, not the. Did I say the demo playthrough? No, because I think it was in episode 1, episode 2, didn't I? Where I had to replay something because it didn't save properly. But I'm pretty sure this wasn't the guy. So this is a new person. He's trained in shooting and in melee. He's on double rations. He's optimistic. You can tell he's only just joined the war. Physically fit and a little bit tired. So we are good. Okay, so bad weather has been removed as well. So that's going to help people's mood, which is good. Cold snap has also been removed. Abysmal mood has been removed. Okay, so we're okay. So even though we're in December, things have improved slightly here. We'll soon be relieving our comrades in the trenches, Herrent Officer. Make sure you... Oh, you've got to be kidding. We're not going to... Are we going to go back in there again? Oh, we fucking are. This guy is brutal. I have been told that your soldier comrade has barely lifted a finger in the assignment I gave your group. When I give you a job, I expect it to be properly carried out. I thought this was clear, but apparently you need yet another reminder for that. I expect you to establish order in your group. Jesus Christ, this guy's brutal, isn't he? He's absolutely brutal. Right. Don't give anything to Cummerbund. Dana, you're on guard duty first night. And you can take... Who is... a little bit less knackered. It's going to be Pedersen, isn't it? The rest of them can rest. Oh, not rats again! Come on! Give me a break. We got any relevant attributes that can help with this? It's gonna be that, isn't it? Let the other two rest up a little bit. We're into the new year. Monday, January the 3rd, 1916. Dana had settled in effortlessly in many regards. As a professional soldier, many things came very easily to him that other new soldiers had difficulty with. He had even become kind of a mentor to some of his comrades, whom he could help out with his wealth of experience. However, word had already got around that he was Alsatian, basically a Frenchman, as some people put it, even in his presence. One evening he stood in front of my tenant and asked for a word. Herrent Officer, is my origin a problem for you? He asked straightforwardly in his somewhat peculiar Alsatian dialect. How do we respond to this? That depends entirely on you. Where do you see yourself in this conflict? What are you trying to insinuate? And not in the slightest. Well, I could put the question back on him, really, couldn't I? Let's put the question back on him. That depends entirely on you. Where do you see yourself in this conflict? I inquired. Dana's expression hardened in the face of my mistrust. I am German. Alsace is German. Even in my grandfather's time, hardly any Alsatians spoke French. I swore an oath to Kaiser and Vaterland when most people here were still enjoying their comfortable civilian lives. The way your comrades talk about you is wrong, I stated. I will do my best to stop this. Dana looked surprised at first, but then his features softened in relief. Thank you, Herr Officer, he said, saluted neatly, and left. Monday, January the 10th, 1916. The general commotion of the camp seemed unusually distant and dull, almost as if a veil were over the soldiers who had gathered in our camp. They sat in silence, watched Fram sort through Lutz's personal belongings. He seemed to be fighting back the tears. I silently joined them. The men looked tense. Time and again their eyes flitted uncertainly to me. One by one they excused themselves and disappeared until hardly anyone remained except Fram and me. Some time later Fram came to me with a pile of disorganised paper, letters, notes and pictures. These belong to Lutz, he informed me. His family should have them, but I don't have the address. I'll take care of it, I promised him and took the bundle. The lieutenant surely had a way to get the personal information. Fram nodded and thanked me. We need to go and speak to him then. We're heading back to the trenches in a moment. Okay, the latrine needs taking out. Okay, he's going to get our fallen comrade soldier. Oh, he's guard duty again. Fucking hell's bells, like. We don't have it. Oh my god, do we have enough people to deal with all of this? No, we don't. We're going to have to probably leave the latrine, aren't we? What suffers here? I mean, looks like no. Oh, come on, can do that. Can we do it that way around? Maintain those for the time being. Let's change the batteries in my headset quickly. Okay, right, looks like we're heading back to the trenches. Oh, now we want firewood as well. Like, come on, guys, we haven't got enough soldiers for all this. You can chop the firewood. We're gonna have to run the risk with the food. Oh look, I've gone very dark. Thursday, the January the 20th, 1916. Some of the men who had been granted leisure time went off to spend the evening in the village tavern, including Wellinger. The next morning I saw him brooding and biting his nails. Wellinger, did everything go well yesterday? I asked him. Wellinger looked up startled. Yes, everything's fine. I met other soldiers, Herr Officer. One of them was an accountant at the field brothel. Can you imagine that? That's like winning the lottery. That's it. Well, it's not really a lottery, I relented. I can request a transfer if you think it's the right thing to do. Wellinger looked at me with wide eyes. But you'll have to earn it, I continued sternly. Wellinger jumped up as if he wanted to immediately take action. I would not find a soldier with a higher motivation anytime soon. Okay, right, average prestige. Okay, we've recovered the prestige. Mood is on the rise. We've just about got ourselves into a good spot. That is, of course, until we now head back to the trenches yet again. Oh, we're actually stationed in the trenches this time. We're not doing attacking. We're actually stationed in the trenches. Hurt officer, there's a wounded soldier somewhere out in no man's land. I can hear him calling for help again and again. If he can hold out until tonight, we could go out and search for him under the cover of darkness. No, we have to. We can't just abandon our comrade. Hurt officer, the French have a sniper in the area. He already shot some of our comrades. We should be extra careful in the near future. Oh, good. Well, I don't really want to go out and recover a wounded soldier if there is a sniper looking over our position. 8 turns until we go back to camp, by the way. I consider you redeemed of your previous lapses. Now make sure I don't have to question your reliability ever again. Okay. Do you want to play a little trick on the French? Send some of your men out into no man's land tonight and cut through the barbed wire just outside the French trenches. Then the French will think we are preparing an attack and will barely dare to sleep out of fear. And no, my earlier question was rhetorical. I don't care what you think. This is an order. Okay, right. So we've actually almost come full circle here, haven't we? Because at the very start of the game, this is how we started, in the trenches like this. Kind of preparing and waiting for the attack. Whereas now, we're back here again. Right. Dana, I need somebody who's fast. Wellinger, you can go out and do that. Recover the wounded soldier. Fram. You're slow. Okay, and you two can go and fetch rations. There we go. Alright. Let's hope they don't get taken out by a sniper. Lightly wounded added. So someone got shot at. Okay, he needs me to take things easy on him where possible. It was too late. He died before we could get him back to our trenches. We did what we could. At least he wasn't alone in his final moments. Right, okay, well, we couldn't bring him back, which is a shame. Artillery, mortars, and nightly commando operations by the French have left holes in our barbed wire. Send some people out tonight to fix this, Sergeant Officer. Are there any other people, like, in this camp? Like, we just seem to be doing everything. Right. Sniper in the area. Skirmish. Cold snap. Where does it say about our food? Maybe it says nothing here. At the moment our food is okay. Right. Who's fast? You're fast. Danik, go out with you. Second Linek. Do we need to fetch ammunition? Okay, we're going to let them two go and fetch ammunition. Just send Pennison, he can go get ammo. The other two can have a little break. Something is going on in the French trenches. Someone should take a closer look. Who knows what they are preparing? Okay, Dana has been wounded. We're running out of ammunition, yes. What do you want now? What have I got to do now? The material supply for this section has already been used up again. Probably wasted on some luxury projects, tables, chairs and beds. If I weren't so busy, I'd personally keep inventory and make sure not a single nail was stolen for the Empire personal projects. Unfortunately, I have more important tasks. For example, giving you tasks. Refill our suppliers. An officer. Okay. Okay, recon. Right, you go do that. Let's push everyone to go and get some ammo. Because I feel like if we're going to get attacked, we're going to need the ammo, right? I've discovered one of the French sniper's hideouts. If we lie in wait and take him under fire when he goes back into position, we might be able to get him. Or at least drive him away. I like it. Well, damn it, that's a bit of you, that is. Fetch rations. How are we doing on rations? Okay, they can all stay there for the time being, unless this twat's got anything for us. Stop picking on Cummerbund. It's really unfair. Back down to low prestige again. Change to sit. Dan has been seriously wounded. Great. We took him to the hospital, but he didn't look good on our side. So he's literally just turned up, and he may already be dead. Right. Well, that didn't work at all. Right, you go and do that. Rations for 2 days. I'm going to just tell them all to rest. They could all do with a day off. We'll worry about rations next time. Ammunition. I'm assuming we must be fighting during the night then, because we seem to be using ammunition as well. Let's do that then. With three more turns to hold out. He's going after Cummerbund again. Trouble is, he's really fucking... He's slow, which is really annoying, and so is he. Just sparingly trying to use our people. He wants to do that again, does he? We've only got one more turn to go. Well, rations for 2 days. We've got ammo. We don't need to worry about doing any of that. How's this guy doing? Still seriously wounded. Cut the barbed wire. That can be you. And you. The rest of you can stay in reserve. And then hopefully that might be it, unless there's going to be an attack. Pack your things at office out. We are relieved. We're going back to camp. Okay, right. Thankfully, there was no attack. That was just a bit of hard graft. That we just sit here and watch our comrades die in the overcrowded hospital. I cannot bear it. We have to help. To reprimand him for his poor behaviour. I mean, he's been called out so many times. Right, we'll see what we can do to help. As long as our... Okay, good. Supplies running low. Let me see if I can't get us some more. Okay, managed to get some more supplies. Just this guy just will not leave us alone. And here we go again. Tons of jobs, not enough people. Right. He disapproves of that. But we need the extra food. I need people to be on... Are we on double rations or are we on single? We are... We're on regular rations. Okay, I guess it's okay. Right. Okay. You do that. I know you're all exhausted. Right, you go and... Oh, man. the way in which we're chopping this up is madness. We don't have enough people. Just gonna do food. Oh, dear me. Too many choices, not enough people. And Fram has collapsed. Anybody else? Just those two. Losing people left, right and centre. I know we are. Don't overwork your people so much in the future. Can you tell that to our lieutenant? Because he's the one who's making us do all this extra work. Oh, fuck off. Like, seriously. Just constantly. I don't think I can't give you anything. You have my permission to give them double rations. Again, look, we don't have enough people. We don't have enough people. Because of the constant workload from our lieutenant, our people are collapsing. Right, fact that villagers haven't really given us any reason to think there's anything wrong, so we're just going to do that. If he disapproves, he disapproves. But we've got literally nothing in the bag. I think we've just about made it now. I think we've just about made it to home time. Friday, February 25th, 1916. The day my men and I had been looking forward to for weeks had finally arrived. Our home leave began today. The whole morning was filled with hustle and bustle until we finally reached our train amidst much fanfare. Now I was sitting here, looking out of the window, and could hardly believe it. We were really going home. Everything seemed so unreal to me. The passing landscape with those pretty little villages, the clear sky with scattered clouds and the warmth of the sun on my face. It all seemed so removed from our past experiences, as if it had all just been a bad dream. And yet, I had to think about Lurtz. He hadn't made it. I hadn't managed to get him through this. How many more would have to give their lives in this war? How many more of my people, and how many other soldiers on both sides of the trenches? The war was not yet over, and who knew how much longer it might still go on. Now we had a few weeks of rest, but what would it be like to have to go back to the front afterwards? Saddled with everything we knew about the war, everything we had seen and experienced, all the horror, the misery, the suffering. I gave a heavy sigh and closed my eyes. Those were thoughts for another day. Now was a time for home, family, and living life while it lasted. Well, I did say I wasn't sure how much longer we had, and there's your answer. We have completed the early access version of this game, All Quiet in the Trenches. I've really enjoyed this. This has been a very different experience to games that I usually play. Very thought-provoking, very emotional, very I don't know. It's a thinking game, isn't it? I mean, from an RPG point of view, it's very light on RPG mechanics, I would say. But just the narrative side of it makes it very interesting to play, because the choices that you make seem to have real consequences. And even though the lieutenant was battering us, you know, we have only lost one person throughout this entire war, throughout this playthrough. So I think that's probably not too bad. Although we did have, it looks like Dana was, he's made it back into there, but Fram is still in hospital. So yeah, not bad at all. I know they've got a roadmap with lots of things to come over the next year or two. It does slightly concern me that a game like this is going to take 2 years to add some more content to it. I think 2026 genuinely was when they were targeting on that roadmap to get everything done. But, you know, I don't know enough about the studio, how big their development team is, etc. But, yeah, hopefully in 2 years' time, or sooner than that, if a load of more content gets added, we'll revisit this and take another look. But I've really enjoyed this. The viewing numbers on this video series suggest that you guys enjoyed this as well. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you thought, if you've picked this up, what your playthroughs were like. You know, if you've played this and got to this point, how many people did you lose? Did you enjoy your time with it? Did you have any of those moments where you felt like you were just, you know, not able to fight all the fires at once, like I've done on several occasions? So yeah, really, really good. So like the video, As always, comment down below, hit that sub button, ring that notification bell for more, and we'll see you all in the next one.